YouTube. Welcome back to the Hotshot Haven, man. Hey, more informative content, but in this video, we're gonna take a little twist, man. I'm actually gonna start a little small series, man. Like I told y'all, man, we handling business over here, but small series, man. I believe I'm gonna title this thing on the grind all the time, man. I'm gonna take a moment to highlight some of the people that keep Noble Enterprise doing what Noble Enterprise does. And I'm gonna explain to you some of the reasons why things are the way they are, and why this certain person I'm gonna introduce you to snagged a meme today. Little old $6 a mile. Mean. Oof. Next on the Hotshot Haven. Okay, we're gonna give you a little flashback. October 2019. Now I had been in business since August of 18, and during that time, I had already procured my first truck, which I was driving, and I had got my second truck, which I had one trailer, and then I ended up getting another trailer, put a driver in the first truck, drove the second truck, swapped that out back and forth with drivers and me, and then I added Mississippi Black. Now, Mississippi Black, okay, John's trucking, you know what I'm saying, they leased on, and Mississippi Black run that truck, man. The guy caught on quick, learning curve was excellent, he was easy to train, you know, and it got to the point where he was basically self-sufficient, man. He did his thing, he ran up a check too, you know what I'm saying. They end up graduating, as I say, and getting their own authority locked in, and boom. And they out there doing their thing right now. But at the time, I was talking to Mississippi Black about, you know, possibly adding another owner-operator. So I was like, man, I really want to find somebody, if I can, that work like you work, you know, and that's going to be kind of tough. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but, you know, if you know somebody, let me know. So probably like August, he came to me and was like, man, I know a guy. And I was like, who's the guy? He was like, he up there in Illinois, around Chicago area. It's my wife. It's actually my cousin's husband. And, you know, they married, they up there and everything. And bro worked hard and got his money right and credit good and everything, man. And I think he'll be a good fit. So I was like, all right, you know, link me up with him. Let's talk. You know, so up until then, you know, we was back and forth talking. He was implementing stuff and getting his ducks in a row. And lo and behold, boop, he came up with a truck and trailer. You know, I'm out here. So, you know, all that going on during the course of all that time, I'm getting my mind right because I'm gathering up experience. I'm getting that money together. It gets to the point where, shit, we can add somebody on the insurance and I pay it outright and just don't even worry about it. We'll see what happens. But at the same time, you know, everything was good. So, man, like I said, bro came up with the truck, the trailer. He followed the whole checklist and came out and started running. Now, when I tell you, man, that dude learning curve was so cool and he was so easy to deal with, to the point where, you know, hey, it just worked and he continues to succeed, you know. Beautiful Denali, man. That's one of the things I liked about it. He went and got the 19 Denali and when he got the Diamond C trailer, he Cadillac'd it out, man. He bought the best stuff he could for his money. And we continued to grow the fleet. Now, if you want to check him out, he got a channel now on YouTube, Chicago K. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. That's one of my own operators, and he be chasing the check, and he got some good stuff for you. But like I said, got him in there, and that's when you look at what happened. You know what I'm saying? A couple days ago, we on fast forward. A couple days ago, you know what I'm saying? Found the load, because you know, like I said, when you know how to do all this stuff for yourself, you know what I'm saying, you can train people. You don't just fill spots and say, hey, this the dispatcher and yada yada yada, and you don't train people how to do this stuff themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because this situation where the dispatcher might not find them, but that driver's knowing where he driving through, knowing where he gonna be next and all that, he might come up with something. So you know, you can't miss over there like that by just putting it in the hands of one person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get that. When you're trying to grow something, it's different than scaling something. So with that being said, we get up off of there. Hey, get a load, boom. Good load, okay. Negotiate up on basically $4 a mile. Get there. It's a rush job. Stuff ain't ready. Hey, surprise, surprise, it ain't ready. Whatever it was coming off the assembly line had to be perfect, and when it came off the assembly line to be loaded on the truck, it was indeed imperfect. It did not fit the criteria to be shipped. So they had to take it back and take it apart and do a lot of more processes that were gonna require a lot of time. So hey, first thing Kane does is he called me and let me know what the situation was. I told him that just holler at the broker and them, let them know they got you basically in detention because this stuff isn't gonna move right now. And they saying maybe noon, but they don't really know. So he tells the broker that, calls me back. The broker's like, he gonna do something for detention. We gonna talk about it in a minute, but at the same time, I told him, hey, go back in the building in about another 30-45 minutes and check with the people that are actually doing the work and see what their timeline is, and then you can relay that and have a more realistic outlook on when you may be able to leave or when that stuff gonna be able to, get loaded. So he does that. He calls me back. Hey man, they said this might not be ready till 6 to 8 o'clock tonight. 8 p.m.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
So immediately throw up a red flag for me. I'm like, hey, your clock gonna be done by then. You ain't gonna be able to touch it. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to get loaded in that yard, but you ain't gonna be able to leave. You know what I'm saying? So what we gotta do is call and get this rearranged to be picked up in the morning, and the detention for you being there all day and missing revenue. You know what I'm saying? So hey, long story short, ended up being an extra $600. So boop, 251 miles. $1,600, right at $6 something a mile. It happens. Sometimes it's good. Detention can be very, 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 very helpful sometimes. So, be vigilant about your time. If you come into a yard, we need you to write your time down on your BOL, your end time. And, once they come to load you and they put that first piece on, that's pretty much your load time. And then you got an out time. So we're going to keep track of that type of stuff. Cause man, like I said, sitting still in this situation made another $600. And in the process of that, freed up the rest of the day because we were locked in on that load. And he was able to go about 22 miles, pick up another load that ran an hour for $300. So 24 hours. $1,900, roughly total mile, probably 360 on $1,900. Hey, you like them apples? But at the same time, hey, it's just another example of systems in place, putting people in positions to be their own best source of help. When you show people that it's possible to do this stuff and do it at a certain level, people learn by example. And when they can see you do it over and over in a certain way, and you sit there and explain the way that this stuff keep happening like this, and they take hold to it, y'all see what happens. Now, at the same time, be honest with you, this stuff happens a lot.
Somebody come look at this.
And one thing about it, you can't predict when it's gonna happen. That's why I say always write your end time, your load time, your out time. And when you get ready to get loaded, before you leave out of there, let the person that load you sign off on it. So that's your proof on your time. Keep good communication with your shippers, your brokers, your receivers, everybody in the chain. You know, your company. Let everybody know what's going on. So all this type of stuff won't turn into a fiasco where the receiver thinks it's you. The receiver doesn't think it's you. Everybody know what's going on. Everybody know this part ain't ready, and everybody know this truck don't sit for free. Time over everything, y'all. Hey, until next time, this is the Hotshot. Hey, like, comment, subscribe.